Hello, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Let's get started in 1 minute. It is 1 minute to 7. So we are going to see who pops on, and we are going to create together and stamp away with our translucent florals. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Marie. Hi, Carol. So glad you guys are here. Hello, Marcia. Welcome, everybody, in this cold December. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Diane. I hope everybody's doing well. I had a great day today. Hello, Bev. It's so late and you're up. Hi, Cheryl. I went out to lunch with my oldest daughter, her best friend, and 3 other ladies. I think there were 6 of us all together. Hi, Nina. We had a Christmas lunch, and it was so nice, so nice. A couple of ladies brought gifts and cookies and homemade cookies and ornament and things like that. We just had a good time. Oh, thank you. I love my Tom and Jerry sweatshirt. Like I said, it's freezing. Hi, Christine. It's freezing here, and so I came home and changed out of the dress I was wearing and put on my Tom and Jerry sweatshirt. I think it's 7 o'clock. Oh, it's 7:01, so I need to stop talking and we need to get going. Let me turn you down so you can see what I've created with Translucent Florals Bundle. The reason I chose this bundle today, hi Roseanne, is because the bundle is going away. It's retiring. Now the stamp set and the dies will still be available, however, not in the bundle. So if you have been thinking about getting this stamp set, you want to get it before the bundle goes away, because that's an extra 10% you get off, right? So I want to remind you of this set. Some of you got it when it first came out, but some of you didn't. So what I've seen with this beautiful set, it's very different. It's translucent, just like the word, just like they named it. But I've seen it with a lot of pastel, soft looks, which is beautiful for the summer and spring, anytime you want to use those soft colors. But I wanted to change it up. Surprise, surprise, Bev changing things up, and make it a little bit different. So we're going to show you today, or I'm going to show you today what I did. So let's turn you down and get started. Okay, you're going to be backwards for a minute. And I will switch that around. There we go. And again, I'm going to welcome everyone who's here. Hi, Debbie, to Stampin' All Day with Bev. My name is Beverlee Morales. I'm from Tracy, California, and I have been a demonstrator for 28 short years. I have a December host code, which is right here. If you'd like to place an order with me, you can use that host code if your order's under $150, and that will benefit me greatly. I would appreciate it. But if your order is $150 or more, then you don't need the host code, because you are going to benefit from the freebies that Stampin' Up gives at that point. You can shop with me at beverleestamps.stampinup.net. And you can send your friends to YouTube to watch my replays if they do not have Facebook. Hi, Sandy. Email me at mofun44@icloud.com with any questions, comments, and if you win anything, I will need your address. Looky what I got this weekend. Yep, the new mini arrived. So if you're one of my customers, you'll be getting one of these catalogs from me, plus the celebration catalogs. Now, it's against Stampin' Up rules for me to open this up and show you the inside, so I can't do that right now. But I wanted to let you know they're here. So if you live close to me or you're in my town, you can come grab one. If not, I will get one to you. If you're out of town, it will be mailed out. Okay. Look at this stamp set. It's called So Sincere. and it was made by one of our $1 million Stampin' Up sales demonstrators. She sold $1 million, and she designed this set. I think it's beautiful. It's brand new. And guess what? It is the prize of the month for December. So how could you get your name in the drawing to win this? All you have to do is place an order. There's no limit. There's no minimum. And in the month of December and on January 1st, I will randomly select a winner, and this will be yours if you are the winner. It's a great, great, great set. Hi, honey. Hi, Hannah. Okay, let me start by showing you the stamp set, Translucent Florals, and the dies. Now, some of them are in my pack already. There's a stamped image of the leaves, but some of the dies I'm using are on the side here. Hello, Mary. So this is what they look like, though. And I'm using vellum cardstock, item number 101856. And I'm using these beautiful gold cards and envelopes. They are brush gold cards and envelopes, item number 162177. These are available right now. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So when I saw these, they're in the mini, I fell in love, and I said to myself, I have got to get these and show these on a live. They're just beautiful. The other thing I'm using is a little bit of gold embossing powder and my heat tool. And my my kit. This is the number for the kit, 159971. This is an embossing kit. It comes with an embossing buddy, the reverse tweezers, a little brush, and the tray, so you can catch your embossing powder. Okay, I've got, for my card base, basic black cardstock. Hi, Celia! I was saying that I was making this different than everything you've probably seen with this beautiful set in the light pastels. So I'm using a black base, a little tiny bit of the gold glimmer paper, just a little tiny piece of that, and I already mentioned the vellum. I'm going to embellish with some ribbons. I've mentioned to you before that I love silver and gold together. So this is a carryover ribbon. You can get it currently, 161982, and this is a new ribbon, 162149, the white and silver. Okay, then my little extra embellishments are called Blooming Pearls, 162238. I'm going to use the gold. Okay, for my inks, I have the Gold Encore and the Memento Tuxedo Black. Let's get started. Oh, you guys always ask me, and sometimes I forget, Bev, can we see what you're making before you start to make it? And the answer is yes. Here is the envelope. Look at even the front and the back, both are gorgeous. And then here is the card. Now, because I've worked with vellum, I'm hoping this shows up really well on camera. I see some hearts. Hi, Latrice. It is a stunning, layered, very different card, would you agree, than anything you've seen with this stamp set. There's the ribbon. There's the ribbon. Here's the little bit of glimmer. There are the little embellishment pearls. There's some heavy embossing, some just gold stamping, and the, hi Annie, the cards and envelopes are the background that I didn't have to do anything for to get that look. And then look at the inside. Just as gorgeous as the outside. Very, very dressy card. Look at it together as a set. Hi, Becky. Thank you, guys. Glad you like it. Okay, let's start with the card base. So we have the cards come like this in a big pack. These are all of them. I don't remember how many's in the pack. Let me see. I have one that's not open. Maybe it says on the back. 20 cards and 20 envelopes. Okay, that's a lot. Let's get our trimmer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half, and then you can use it this way, like I did, or you could turn it this way. Portrait or landscape, whichever way you want it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the fold. So I'm going to place it at 4, and it's folded in half. And I'm going to make this the layer piece for my card base. So I'll have this little piece left over that's really nice. I don't know what we could use it for, but I'm sure we could use it for something. Then I'm turning them both, keeping them straight together to 5 1/4. And cutting them off. Hello, Debbie. And this is the outside as well as the inside of my card. So those 20 cards, if you use them for layers, or if you just use one for a layer front and then plain white on the inside, you can double your pack. Hi, Carrie. So, but in this case, I'm using them both on this card, so we would still have 20. Good idea to double it like this. I mean, you can make anything with this base now. Now let's look at the card. We do have ribbon on here on the layer piece, so we cannot put this down yet, right? And when I do put it down, I will put it down with multi-purpose glue. But right now I'm going to grab my ribbons, and I'm going to grab my mini glue dots and my ribbon. Okay, so let's get our layer piece here. Now what I love about these ribbons so much is that this one, is wider than this one. This one is extremely elegant, and this one is more farmhouse country. Combine them together, and ooh la la, it's just beautiful with the silver on both sides of this black and white or black and ivory check. Just love it. So I was thrilled when I saw that this one was wider. I'm just going to take a mini glue dot, and I am going to place my ribbon as straight as I can right here, and then pinch down to adhere the ribbon to the layer piece. Then I'm going to bring it straight down, and I'm going to grab my ribbon scissors, cut it a little bit longer than the card, and then go to another mini glue dot, press hard, pinch that mini glue dot right onto the ribbon, and then bring it back to your card and line it up as straight as you can get it. And pinch. Okay, let's do that one more time. But this time we're going to use the black and vanilla. So the process was, take your ribbon end, press onto a mini glue dot, pull it off, it's now on the ribbon, and place it right in between those silver edges of the first ribbon. Press tight, bring it down, and cut it a little bit longer than the cardstock. And then another mini glue dot this around the first one. Okay, there we go. There we have it. All right, so now I'm going to tear off the excess paper on my mini glue dot roll. Get that out of the way. And I'm going to go back to this ribbon just because I have it out now. And I'm going to make a little bow. This is a wider ribbon, so I'm not going to double it as I normally do. I think I need a little bit more. There we go. Over and through the hole there. Pull. Size you'd like. Each time I'm pulling the little loops, I'm pulling it tighter, so now it will stay. And then I can cut off the tails, and I'll have this ready when my card needs that embellishment. Okay, so you can see the ribbon there, and then the bow is going to go in the middle. So let's go to the vellum cardstock. Let's move these out of the way. I have one of these stamped already. These are the big sprigs or the big leaves in the stamp set. And I'm going to stamp in black the 2 flowers on vellum. And I'll tell you why I decided to use black. I thought, oh my goodness, these are so dainty, but I want to make sure it shows up. So I'm going to ink up both flowers in black, and I'm going to stamp them on the vellum. And I'm doing the black first because I want the black to have some time to dry. This is Momentum ink, and it does not dry instantly on vellum. Tapping onto my ink pad, checking my stamp, and I'm going to stamp down a little bit on this because I have to cut them out and I don't want them to interfere with each other, the dies to interfere with each other. Okay, so there's my 2 flowers in black. I'm going to take a baby wipe, clean that off. I don't want black to stain my stamp set. Okay, now I'm going to take the Encore Gold, and I've stamped 2 of these already and cut them out, but I wanted to stamp for you in case you're new, the double leaves, and this is exactly how I stamped everything else. So I need another set of leaves, and there they are. I don't know if you can see them very well. There we go. And let me see, 3 of those. Okay, so what's the best way to describe this? I'm going to do it this way. The same flowers that I stamped in black, I'm going to stamp again in gold. I did this in advance already for you, but I want to show you. So I'm going to take just one of them, and I'm going to stamp it down here. And then I am going to take my tray, turn on my heat tool, let that warm up, and I'm going to emboss this flower. So I want you to see how it changes. See how full it gets with the embossing powder? And then I'm going to heat that up. So I did that to both flowers, and I'll show you why in a second if you didn't notice it when I showed you the card. You see how thick that gold gets and how pretty that is? Okay, let me grab the card. And now you're going to notice behind the black flowers are the bold gold. So we need one of each flower. I did those in advance. Here they are, one of each flower. Okay. So I need to, let me see, I have this to cut out, and 2 of those are already cut out, and my black. Okay, so I'm ready to cut. So let me put my embossing things away. And get my embossing tool here. I mean, not my embossing tool, my cut and emboss machine. I have platforms 1, 2, and 3. I have a second 3 that I'm going to take off for now. And I'm going to lay these flowers and leaves onto my tool and place the die right over the coordinating flower. Now I can see that the black is still wet. It's shiny, so see, that's why I stamped it first. So I don't want everything to smear. So here's the leaves. This one I don't need to cut out because I already cut it out in advance, but I do need this one. Take off the excess paper. So we can fit everything down in one swoop. And here's the die for that one. Okay. Then I take my second number 3 acrylic, place it on top, and run it through. The fun part for me was layering all of these images onto the card and creating the design I created. Okay, so let's take the black. And the other black. I'm being careful because I think they're still a little wet. There's the leaves. I don't need this one. I already have that one cut out for us. And then here's the big sprig of leaves. Okay. Okay, roll up my sleeves and get serious here. All right. So now that I have my ribbon around the layer piece, I feel comfortable putting this down so I can work now on a solid card. Plus, I'm giving that some time to dry still. Open up my card flat, turn over the layer piece, and add my liquid glue. And then add the layer piece onto the card base. Okay. Now this is a foil, and if you have long nails or anything could scratch it. So I want you to get in the habit, I've taught you this before, turn your card over, make sure your placemat is clean, and press like this so you're not scratching that pretty gold. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take these. It's just embossed with the Encore ink, no powder on this one, and I'm just going to lay that right like that. Now look how pretty that looks already. So what can we put that down with? We can put it down with the same glue or a mini glue dot, whichever you prefer. I'm going to use mini glue dot. And I'm just going to watch to not get too far off the card. And I don't want to hide the top of that beautiful, hi Roz, silver. Hey Pamela. Okay, so there's the first piece that we've got down. Now the black flowers, I'm going to test these by turning them over. I can tell that that's the front because it's darker. And I'm going to test them to see if they're still wet by pressing it down onto my clean mat. And very little ink came off, so they're pretty dry. So now, rather than having just black flowers on my card, I took a blend, but I want to suggest that you use whatever color you want, but take the dark of that color. This is Purple Posy, and it's the dark. And I'm going to use the white end. And I'm still going to kind of be careful and go within the white spaces, just in case the ink is still a little bit wet. And I don't want to get black on my blender pin, or not blender pin, but my blend either. Okay, so I'm going to be careful, and I'm going to color this. Now, normally, you've seen demonstrators and me color on the back side. When you color on the back side with this set, you can hardly see it at all. So that's why I chose to use the lavender color on the front. It is still extremely subtle, but it did make a difference. Okay, there's that one. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. If you let this dry completely, for time's sake I'm not, but if you do, then you can just color real quick and you won't smear anything. Everybody ready for Christmas? I'm not. Oh dear. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm in slow-mo this year. Usually I'm all gung-ho and have everything done, and I have plans, but I haven't got them all done yet. My little tree in my den still needs to be finished decorating, but it'll happen. Heck no. Okay. I'm not the only one. Okay. So there we go. Now our flowers are a very subtle lavender. I don't know if you noticed that on the card there and there. Like you guys tell me all the time, you don't even have your tree up yet. Well, that's okay. It's okay, Becky. Take your time. So I just thought it just gave it a little punch of something. But then when I started to put them on my card, I even wanted to see a more punch of something. So I'm going to start laying these other sprigs down that I had done in advance for placement. See where I want them. I think I want this one down a little bit. Okay. And then these flowers, this one will go here, and then you can move the leaves as you will, as you wish. And this one will go under here. But see how everything is kind of really, really, really mellow right now? That's where the gold embossed flowers right behind the black flowers, just poking out slightly, make a world of difference. So we're going to take a mini glue dot, and we're going to take the vellum flower, place a mini glue dot on that, and then we're going to offset it just a hair so you can see that gold back there. Definitely want to see that gold back there. Okay, let's put a mini, it doesn't matter which one you put the mini glue dot on, actually. Oh, I guess it does. I didn't know it would do that. Okay, well, we both just learned something right now. The mini glue dot can peel off the embossing powder, even though it's been set. So put it on your vellum, and then offset it a little bit, like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take this bottom leaf, another mini glue dot, And I'm going to stick it to where it's not going off the black card. This one I think I'm going to leave last. Now what I'm noticing is I keep pulling the black and ivory ribbon to the side because it's only adhered at the top and the bottom. So I'm going to grab just my scissors. You can take your pick tool, and I'm going to lift the black ribbon up just a hair and place a mini glue dot under there, and now it's going to stay with the silver and not move around. Okay, so it's time to take, I think I want the bigger one over here, another mini glue dot or liquid glue. I think I'll take 2 of them. Last thing I want is for this to come off. And then I'm going to place it under like this. Okay, then this one, I think I will go to some glue. Why? Because remember I said I'm going to move it around. I don't know exactly where I want it, and the glue will allow me to do that. There we go. I want some of this white showing here. Okay, now these 2 little single leaves here, I kind of want to rough them up a little bit. These I don't want to have to let dry. I want to set them down and see that I like them. So I'm just going to place one there. And then the second one is going, these 2 are up this way, and this one is going to have these 2 just the exact opposite. Rough them up a little bit. And they're going to hang, this going up and that's going down. All right, so now take some glue on this one, and I'm going to cut off that stem that's in my way and stick that right in there like that. Isn't that beautiful? And then look how the bow just fits right there in the middle of all of that cluster and just looks gorgeous. The bow, I definitely would use a mini glue dot or 2, actually 2. And then, oh, that's what I forgot to cut out, is the little gold sprig. Here it's not a sprig, I don't know what you call it, but let me run that through real quick because that does make a difference. I knew there was something I was forgetting to run through, but I couldn't figure it out. All right. Okay, so that die makes this cute little guy right here, and another mini glue dot. I'm going to set that right under the knot of the bow. See how pretty that is? Okay, so look at this card. There is room, thanks Debbie, there is room right there for a little tiny sentiment if you want to say something on the front. But if not, now this is the back side of those gold cards. You can have the gold coming down like this, or you can place it up like that. I think I put it up like that. Yes, I did. So I could stamp something here. So let me stamp this. These words here are, this sentiment is in the same stamp set. So everything, all the stamps are in the same stamp set. It says, wishing you all the happiness in the world. I'm going to stamp it off just to make sure it's inked up right and working well. And then I'm going to stamp it off top left just so I have more room to write something here. Perfect. Then we're going to turn that over and add some glue. And this card is finished. Okay, is this the one? Nope, that's the original. So there we go. Open it up and place this down. So, like I said, if you want to double your pack of this paper, if you want it to make 40 cards instead of 20, use a regular white in here, and maybe that's where we could use, that's a good idea. So get white cardstock. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Good way to use this piece too. So we're going to take some white cardstock and we're going to cut it down to 2 card bases. And then we're going to take one of the card bases and cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4, so it's a layer size. Okay, then we're going to cut this down to 5 1/4. All right, and so instead of using this whole piece here, you could save that for the front of another card, especially if you're doing invitations or something, and put glue on here and then just stick it right at the bottom and you'll still have a fancy inside. Great idea, or what? Oh my gosh, then you can double. You'll have 40 of those. Okay, so that is a cool idea. All right, now I have one last thing to do on this card. I said I was finished, but I wasn't. So see the difference? These beautiful embellishments here. So I'm going to put a smaller one at the top. Pamela, I saw that you're on here. At open house, we forgot to give you your thank you card. So if you run into town, can you stop by? If I run out there, I'll stop by if I run out your way. And also I have your new catalogs too. And then I'm going to take another small one and set it right here, and then a larger one. Set that right there. Now I want this to stay up so you can see those. There we go. All right. Okay, now I'm done. What'd you guys think? Yes, you, Pamela. I have your thank you card and I have your catalogs. So if you run into town, swing by. Isn't that a beautiful card? Now, somebody's going to win one of these. So if you're here, I will put you in a random drawing, and if you're here next Sunday, you could be the winner of one of these cards. They're identical, so I'll just put one in the mail to you. All right. Did you guys like it? I thought it was completely different than anything I've seen with this set whatsoever. I think it's a beautiful wedding card. I think you could even send it to a man because of the black and because it's so subtle. I think it's just a beautiful card. Classy, Annie. Thank you. I think so too. All right, ladies. It was fun spending time with you. Hi, Jerry. I hope you have a nice week, and we'll see you on Sunday. Okay. Bye-bye.